Yo, what is going on, everybody? Damn, I'm looking bright as all hell right here. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Welcome to the live streams. I am your guy, Rez. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back for another episode. And I do apologize for running a little late, guys. Again, a lot of stuff seems to happen towards the final 2-minute warning, for the live streams. I say 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but sometimes I'm a few minutes late. But I do apologize. Better late than never, guys. We are back for the Wednesday streams. Hope everybody's doing well out there, guys. Episode 97. I cannot stress this enough how epic this is. Episode 97. I never thought my live streams would end this far or go this far. And, it's amazing. You guys, if you do these live streams with me every week, that 100 is the big finale. And it's going to be epic. The final episode, I think, is going to be really, really memorable. So I hope you guys could join me on that one. But we still have a few more episodes left, guys. Episode 97. This is a jersey episode. As you can see, I'm wearing a jersey today. I don't know if you guys can guess what jersey this is before I show you guys, but if you guys want to type in the comments, you can let me know, and we'll see it. We'll go from there. But this is actually a new pickup, guys. I got this a little while ago, earlier last month. And yeah, basically, if you're reading the topic here, guys, you can see that it's titled Reset Button. So I'll let you guys interpret that a little bit and let me know what you guys think. But I do see you, Uncle Lou. I will let you hop on here momentarily. Adam, hurry up. I'm bored at work and need some entertainment. Well, do hop on. Feel free to hop on and entertain us, because this is definitely going to be an entertaining live, I think. But yeah, these lives, guys, again, I'm just going to reiterate it. 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesdays, I do different topics. I don't just talk about jerseys. I talk about life. I talk about sneakers. I talk about hats. I talk about collecting. I talk about whatever, is on my, my life. But you're very close, Adam, but you are slightly off. It is a 1975 Cleveland Indians jersey, but it is not Frank Robinson. It is actually none other than my guy, Dennis Eckersley, as you can see right here. Also did big things with the Athletics. So, obviously it's an Indians jersey, but, repping it here because I really like pullover jerseys, man. Like pullover baseball jerseys are just so dope. Yes, bingo. But yeah, I'll let you hop on, Uncle Lou, and we can start talking about this.
All right, that's a very nice jersey, by the way. That's at first I thought it was football. I thought it was football at first. I'm like, nope, no numbers on the sleeves. That's baseball.
No, you won't believe how much I got it for. I got it for a freaking steal.
Like, am I gonna fall off this chair?
I don't know, maybe not, but it's definitely below retail for sure. So
100 or less.
100 or less, yes.
Wow, $50.
No, that's too cheap.
75.
Bingo. Yeah, $75 free shipping. After taxes, I got it for about almost $80.
Hey, that's fucking killer right there. That's killer.
This is a older run, guys. There is the jock tag. You guys can't see that, but yeah, this is definitely an older Mitchell & Ness piece. And as I mentioned, I have a John Cena collection that I'm trying to do, a John Cena jersey collection, which is coming soon on the channel, by the way, guys. I'm very excited for this new segment that I'm doing. But yeah, that's another thing too. Next week, or not, I don't know if it's gonna be next week or the week after. I want to do a wrestling live because it's around this time of the year. It's around this time of the year when we have Royal Rumble, which is like a very big pay-per-view for a lot of wrestling fans, including myself. I love Royal Rumble is probably my top 3 favorite pay-per-views of all time. Followed with, WrestleMania and whatnot. But yeah, Royal Rumble's coming up. If you guys follow wrestling, The Rock made an appearance earlier this week on Monday Night Raw. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to steer the non-wrestling viewers away here. But I
hit at the head of the table at a rest. What is that?
We could break that down once that live is here. But
definitely,
again, as of right now, I want to talk about jerseys because I feel like we haven't really talked too much about jerseys. But
it's been a while.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think what I want to know is, as a collector, as a jersey head, as a jersey enthusiast, jersey connoisseur, whatever you call yourself, do you ever feel the need or the urge to just hit that reset button and start over? Because I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I've actually been selling some things. I sold about maybe three jerseys in the last week and a half here, which is a lot for me. I don't usually sell jerseys that quickly, but I sold them back to back to back. Wow. And it was one of those things where I saw the money just pop up in my account, and I was like, yo, this is a lot of money. And I really wanted to get everybody's opinion, including yourself, on the whole subject matter, because with the exception of some collectors, I know some collectors don't sell their stuff, but do you ever feel like sometimes as a collector you feel like you have to pretty much reset everything and just kind of start over?
Oh yeah, definitely, in all ways, in so many ways, not just as a jersey enthusiast, but as a collector in general. We all have to have hit that reset button. Sometimes we have to refocus, when it comes to our collecting. So, and everybody who just hopped on in the middle of me saying that sentence. But no, actually, that's how it started with me. I wasn't exactly, I guess a collector per se. I just loved wearing jerseys even back in the day. So a lot of my collection outside of my favorite teams was mostly stuff I wore back in the day, and I wore it less and less as I was wearing a uniform, an actual uniform with FedEx. And so about a couple of years ago, I actually started selling out some of my jerseys. So focused on just my teams, kind of keep my favorite team jerseys instead. So that's actually that was sort of a reset button. I basically turned out money I was selling the jerseys for, and then searching and trying to fill gaps in my collection when it comes to my favorite teams.
It's all right, brother. Your hair's freaky. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. It is what it is.
Good over there, bro.
No, I'm having a malfunction.
Oh,
bro,
man.
Get on my level, then come talk to me.
Shout out to Nostalgia Boy.
I'm getting hair comments from the guy with no hair.
No, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Jake, Adam, and Nostalgia Boy, man. Roberto, welcome.
Hold on, nope. Bromit Horan.
Who the hell is that? I don't even know who the hell that is.
That's my alias for 2024.
What is it? Bromit?
In the
Bromit Horan.
Of the devil.
Okay, why don't you make a YouTube channel and name it Bromit Horan, and then we'll see.
Because Stone Cold Steve Austin's my trademark at this point.
It's not this week, apparently, because
last week it was holy shit, it's M Diddy, so I gotta change it up every once in a while.
Got it. So yeah, I guess, and I'm glad that you guys, the panel here, are people that are on here.
Hi, Mrs. Rez.
I think you guys would give a great perspective in this topic, and I think Roberto, you're very your collection changes a lot. I've noticed, you move things, you buy things, move things, buy things, get them back. But I guess, how do you approach that? How do you determine what to sell, what to buy, or how much to have? You feel like you have to reset your collection at a certain point, or sometimes, or what's your head?
I guess, as we all get into the hobby, there's a point where you get to collecting and it's everything you see is just buy. Not, not that it's might be something that you want, and then later on down the road you realize like, hey, I really didn't want this.
Yep.
So you kind of let it go. I just, I went through some things. Like I've sold off my collection like twice, 2.5 times, but 2 times really. And I've sold off, you know, stuff that I haven't gotten back, and in return I've gotten other stuff.
You're selling some shit that I ain't even never even seen before.
And then, there's other times like, I've been fortunate enough to get certain things back into my collection. But I just now it's like as you get through a point of like collecting, it's I always brain fart whenever I talk about this. It's like, you want to curate your collection to like what you want. So you get into a point of like just blowing money, BMF, blowing money fast, pause, but
Mhm.
you just get to a point where it's like, all right, well, what do I want to collect? What do I want to have in my collection? Is there players? Is there certain teams that I grew up watching? That's how I look at it. So it's like, then there's other like jerseys I just want to have, even if it's like, think I said it before, the only jersey I'll never wear is a Dookie jersey. That's it.
A Duke?
Yeah, Dookie.
Dookie.
So, like,
Oh,
even though
rivalry
Grant
is a
Hill
real
was one of
thing,
my
man.
favorite players growing up, you'll never see a Grant Hill Duke. So,
Wow. Not even like a JJ Redick? Like,
no, I respect JJ Redick, but I will Dookie, no. So, like, everything else, I care less. Like, I'm a Yankees fan. I've had Red Sox jerseys. I'm a Cowboys fan. I've had Turd Birds, the Eagles. So,
it was like, no, absolutely not.
So for
You
me, I
can
care
now.
less like about like rivalries, but it gets into like, like I've had the jersey 2 times, like Chuck Bednarik. It was like, growing up, wanted to play football, and then it was like, oh, hearing the story about the last two-way football player, and 21 people get off the field, one man stands, talking about Chuck Bednarik. So it was like, oh, when I got into collecting, it was like, oh, I want that jersey because of the story I read about how he got his name, Concrete Charlie, doing concrete once the football season was over. And the fact that he would, he was a two-way player as a pro. Because when we watch football, there isn't really too many, like, two-way players. Now, there's some people you might see in college, but when it comes to pros, it's not really, like, a guy that's doesn't necessarily get off field, essentially. So it was like, oh, I needed to have that jersey, but I always say it, like, I got into collecting because of NBA Street Volume 2. So, and when you would play the game and unlock players, they had like Pistol Pete, Dr. J. You also unlocked like their throwback jerseys. So, like, to me, it was like, oh, I just want to have these jerseys of these players. These jerseys are so dope. So, I went through the process, and then every now and then now it's like I go through and I look at my collection, and I'm like, do I wear this jersey? Do I like? Because I got a good memory. Even if I know I post a lot on Instagram, but there's days where I wear jerseys I don't post. So it's like, I wear all my jerseys. There's not a jersey in my collection where it's like, it's on ice. I'm waiting for it to be, the perfect blood moon hanging up in the sky. Like, just, at the end of the day, not to be on a sad, you know what I mean? You can lose everything. And I've sold off my collection trying to make somebody else happy than myself. So it's like for me, I just wear everything. So at least if it's gone, you know what? I got my wear. So that's how I look at it. I wear all my stuff. I don't care about keeping tags on it. I've done a couple YouTube videos where you see me like pop the tag right off in the video so you could, the people are like, oh, heart attack. He popped the tag for no reason. Like, so it's like you get to a point in collecting, and like even now, it's like I have to tell myself, you got to tell yourself no. You got to learn to tell yourself no. Because if not, you're going to get back into, like, you're going to purchase things that you're like, I don't really want this.
Right.
So, and then you're going through the point of, am I gonna sell this? How long is it gonna take? You know, sometimes some stuff you get, you could, because you might have someone in your inbox like, oh, if you ever let that go, it makes it for an easy transaction. And other times, you know, you're having to put it out there and trying to get rid of it.
Right.
So it's like, I can't remember not last, I think early 2023 or late 2022. I remember there was a live Albert had done, and we were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna dial it back on Mitchell Ness, buy what I really want." Because people complain. This is what I say. A lot of people complain about stuff they're not gonna buy. I don't complain about Gucci and Louis because I don't buy it. Do you know? And I get some people stickler of certain things. If it's something I know I'm not gonna buy, I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my money on it in the first place. Now, if it's something that I want and they mess up, like the Ken Griffey, you know, the turn back the clock, which he didn't wear because he retired earlier in the month and they wore it later in the month, like, you know, having to go through and see like, oh, did he actually wear it? Was he in the dugout? And then lo and behold, they wore it, and you know, shit like that. You know, and then just other like egregious things like, but if it, to me, I look at it like, oh, maybe if I could get it on the cheaper side later on, I could strip it, have it redone,
Right.
i.e. like the rookie Michael Strahan, which looks more like his 97 jersey than
You had to
you
go
know,
there.
have it redone. And then even the like the Heat jerseys, I don't get it. All the other Christmas jerseys are done right with that weird thick stitched border. And then the Heat has like the double stitched, like every other Christmas jersey's done right. The Steve Nash, the Kevin Garnett, the Marcus Camby, and then the Heat is jacked up. And it's disappointing because, like, you know, I'm a LeBron fan. That's why I root for the Cavs. But like during that time when he was in Miami, I rooted for Miami. So it was like I was excited because I knew that jersey was dropping, then to see like the details. So for me, it was like things that I want to buy. That's what I'm gonna buy. That's why, like, if you notice, like the last few items I got from Mitchell Ness weren't even like jerseys. I got the Eagles satin jacket. Like it was things that I wanted to acquire that I, and then I said that I would get more into Nike and more into customs. And I have like 30 jerseys, 29 jerseys from True Custom in my collection at this point.
Damn.
Jeez.
Wow.
And then Nike has steadily like grown, but it's like I got into it late, 75th season, so there was already like 4 seasons, 5 seasons of like jerseys being sold. So I had to go back and see what teams wore, what certain players wore, and like now I'm, you know, going backwards trying to find certain Nike jerseys and trying not to get bopped over the head. You already know how that goes with the Nike jerseys.
Yeah, I
For
know.
the basketball stuff.
Learned the hard way.
Yep.
Hold that thought though, because you know, shout outs to everybody that's in here. Mighty fan, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for hopping on. You know, this is interesting because the people that are in live right now with me, we all have different, and I know we all have different ways of our collecting, which is good because I feel like this will give a lot of different perspective on how we look at things. Mighty fan, I know you said you don't sell. That's an interesting thing. Obviously, this topic is about, you know, hitting the reset button, selling stuff, or starting over, if you will. What's your approach? Like, I know you said you don't sell anything, but I know it's probably come up at some point where you thought about it, like maybe because you're, you know, running out of space, or maybe something happened or whatever. But what's your thought process? And I'll let you speak too, Jake, because I want to hear your guys' thoughts on, like, you know, your collection, or do you feel like you need like a refresh at sometimes, you know, or how do you go about it?
Well, I think for me, my reset button isn't considering selling stuff. It's maybe getting a little more heavy into something else. As in, you know, I mean, my first love for jersey collecting is baseball, but I love football, basketball, hockey collecting too. So sometimes I'll look at the collection, I'll say, okay, where can this improve? And maybe I need to get some more. Maybe I want to get a little more heavy into hockey. I want to add some more to the hockey collection. So I'll get a little more heavy into that. Or maybe, okay, well, I'm doing okay there, man. But there's these NBA stuff I want to go after. Maybe I'll start to lean a little bit. Maybe, so you kind of go all over the gamut. For me, to be honest, and people might not believe this, but I've never considered selling anything in the collection because it's just part of me. And I'm not going to say the day will never come because you never say never, but it's just, it's all part of me. I can't even at this point in my life, at least, I can't consider moving anything. And I have a good job and I'm doing okay, financially. So I don't feel like I have to move stuff to make a few extra bucks here and there. But I understand that life happens and you never know what could happen. But for me, it just doesn't enter my brain. And it's more, like I said, more my reset is okay, where can I go? Where can I challenge myself to add some more, of one particular thing more to the collection and grow here or grow there, add a little more to this rack, add a little more to that rack, and try to find some rare gems or, just even if it's some current stuff, just to add to it, Obviously, anytime the Philly team adds something, I'm going after it. Flyers will be doing the winter the Stadium Series coming up soon, so that's going to be another Philadelphia jersey this season. The Phillies are going to do their City Connect, which I hear is going to be based off the city flag. I'm not overly thrilled with it, but we'll see what they do. But that's basically my reset button. If that makes any sense to the panel. And to people watching this live. And again, shout out to you, Rez, for all the great lives that you do. I know this is coming to a few more weeks to go, right? But it's always enjoyable, and you do a great job, and the panel does too.
Thank you. No, that's very very well said, well put. It's an interesting perspective. How about you, Jake? Because I know you've been patiently just listening to all of us, but how do you assess that I guess reset button if you have one?
Well, honestly, I really don't have necessarily what you consider like a reset button per se. I just kind of go through the collection, and if it's like something I haven't worn in years, or if it's just something that I don't, because case in point, over the last summer and stuff like that, I sold a lot of like old Reebok hockey jerseys and stuff like that. Basically kind of flushing the collection, if you may say, kind of taking out some old and bringing in some new stuff and things like that, because, well, it just gets to a point where, for me, where I just either, like you say, something comes up and stuff like that, because I remember back in the day, I used to have a whole bunch of like old Pro Line NFL jerseys that I had to get rid of a lot of them. I do still have some of them, but then I kind of transitioned to more just like trying to get a jersey of every NFL and NHL team, just because those are my two favorite sports, are the NFL and NHL. So, and with Adidas kind of going away at the end of the season, I've been trying to snatch up as many hockey jerseys as I can. Like over the last, I'd say, year and a half to 2 years or so, I've been going like hardcore on hockey jerseys and stuff like that, as well as like Viking stuff. Obviously you got to rep your teams and stuff like that when you can. But I don't necessarily just go out there and buy every case in point. The Wild just recently came out with what they call their 1978s, which is literally just the reverse retro 2.0 with a couple extra things on it. But basically I just kind of look around my collection and be like, well, I haven't worn this in a while and stuff like that, and kind of just, because I know over the summer what I probably plan on doing is kind of going through some of my football and kind of like sorting through some of that stuff as I like transition to more like Reebok, Nike, try to get a little bit newer with some of my stuff too, like try to update some of that stuff, even if it isn't necessarily a current player, but it's a current style. That's sort of more what I'm focused on. Just because it's like, for me, the names really don't necessarily matter on the back of the jersey. I mean, if I can get like a current player in a current style for like, $100 or whatever the price might be, or cheap enough, then I will. Otherwise, I just usually, like I'll peruse the clearance section, try to get some Nike Elite jerseys or something like that. Because I just recently picked up from eBay a Carson Wentz
Yeah, I
Eagles
saw that.
jersey for like $75, 80 with shipping and all that stuff. Mainly because I just wanted to get an updated Eagles jersey because I only had one in the collection. With all that being said and done and stuff, and then I've been kind of on a Nike Elite kick now with like when they transition from the Vapor to the Fuse, because the Vapors are now like selling for like $100 or less. So I try to like get updated styles and stuff like that, and then as I update my styles and update my collection, I try to, like sell off some of the excess. Like, let's say, if I have a jersey that I haven't worn in like 3 or 4 years, I'm kind of like Roberto on that one, where I try to wear all the jerseys that I collect, and then I'll take the tags off when I wear them and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's just one of those things. Every once in a while, like case in point, you just kind of look at the collection and be like, okay, what do I want to do here? Do I want to continue where I'm at, or do I want to sell and kind of basically flush the collection, like update some stuff, maybe sell a lot of like my older NFL to kind of get into newer stuff, or maybe sell a lot of my newer stuff to go throwback, it just kind of depends. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I do. I just kind of, every once in a while, I'll just kind of like, again, you just run out of space, money and stuff like that. And you're just kind of like, well, I've had this jersey for 6 years and I think I've worn the thing twice. Meanwhile, there's someone else who's like messaging you being like, well, if you ever sell this, it's exactly like that. It's just one of those things where, if it's just sitting in my closet and it's never going to be worn, then what's the point?
Right.
There's a couple of jerseys that I like to display and stuff like that, like rarer ones or maybe signed ones or, stuff like that. But for the most part, I try to wear most of my stuff, or at the very least have worn most of my stuff, and then just kind of essentially flush the collection.
Yeah,
that's a basic reset. Yeah,
that's I think that's a practical way to look at it. For me, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the New Year's resolution stuff or whatever it is. But by the way, Happy New Year's, guys! I forgot to wish you guys a Happy New Year's.
2024 already. Holy moly!
Yeah, we're 3 days in 2024, the brand new year. As far as my collecting of jerseys goes, I really do believe that I'm going to be slowing down with collecting. And the reason I say that is because I'm finding myself selling stuff that I said I wasn't going to sell. And, it has a little bit to do with everything. It has a little bit to do with money. It also has a little bit to do with not wearing it. And believe it or not, like I sold some 49ers stuff. I'm a 49ers fan. Never in my right mind would I have, thought, oh, what? I'm selling my team? At the end of the day, I think it's interesting because all of us here, we're into different jerseys. We're jersey heads or jersey, like I said. So we collect different things, even though we're not essentially a fan of the teams. But I think I'm starting to come I'm starting to come at peace with myself in terms of what I want my collection to look like and what I want it to be. And I honestly, I want it to be a little bit of everything. I don't want it to just be Bay Area stuff. I don't want it just to be Mitchell and Ness stuff. I don't want it just to be, throwbacks. Like it's one of those things where I look at it, I look at my collection, and I always find myself, like I said, going back to that John Cena list. Like I get the most joy out of that list because that's what pulled me into this realm of this community to begin with. And I know it sounds weird, it might be kind of morbid, in a way, but no, I really do enjoy collecting it because I feel like that collection was a curation of a lot of historical moments from different eras that I wasn't a part of, and then I was a part of, and then now, even to today, we're all a part of. And I think that's the joy of collecting jerseys. is that yes, they are sports garments, they're pieces of clothing, but it's the history that's behind it and the memories that you have that make it really joyous, at least for me. You know, and I look at it like, you know, the teeter totter things, you know, the one kid sits on this and it goes up, and then I'm trying to find that balance, and I think I'm getting there slowly.
All right, Thanos.
You know, because I really am looking at my collection, and again, like I'm finding it to be a lot easier to letting stuff go than I did, and that doesn't even just apply to jerseys. If you want to take it even further as a collector, I've been selling some sneakers as well, and I don't know about the hat thing. I haven't. The hats are a little bit. That's a whole different thing because I have so many hats. I recently just bought. My wife just got me this, which is like a travel case, and
hat rack.
yeah, and I bought a 30 hat duffel case from Hat Club, and it's actually really good. It's really practical, protects your hats. I was a bit skeptical at first when I saw it because I thought it was just kind of a cash grab, like, oh, I have way more than 30 hats. But, you know, it really does come in handy. It's very practical. And I'm not trying to, like, promote, you know, I'm not getting paid to say that. Like, I'm saying it because I really do like that that item. And just kind of going back to the jersey thing, you know, it's like I just feel like, you know, I kind of have to – I'm in the process of resetting right now. You know, and I'm looking at more things to sell, and you know, I think it's just interesting seeing because like I feel like I'm changing as a person, and I don't know if that comes with age or it comes with just being in this community for as long as I have been. I know I wasn't collecting jerseys for a period of time, and then I got back into it full force. But I feel like as collectors, you know, we really look at ourselves a lot in the mirror. No pun intended. I know we when we wear jerseys, we look good, we feel good. You know, I get that aspect of it, but I feel like as a collector, like it just it's an interesting thing. And when I see people look at it from the outside in who are not a part of this, a lot of people get very, very like, what's going on? Like, I need, you know, how do I do this? How do I do that? Where do I go? What are the pitfalls? And it's just an interesting thing. And, you know, I definitely want to know, like, as collectors, for as long as we've been collecting, how do you do that? You know what I mean? And is there a right or wrong way to do it? You know what I'm saying?
Not really. I mean, it's just whatever you make it. And shout out to Hey Snacks. Shout out to Roberto and Mighty Fan. You guys are better than I am. I don't wear my rivals' jerseys, man. I really don't. Like,
I'm just
I
crazy.
met Chuck Bednarik, dude.
Yeah.
I met Chuck Bednarik. I seen his hands. I mean, they make Michael Strahan hands look normal, and I still wouldn't wear his jersey. So shout out to you guys. You're better than me in that, man. I'm a little pettier about that shit.
Yeah, well, to this day, I only have one Packers jersey, and that's just because in order to, you know, finish my collection of one of like every NFL team, I just felt like, you know,
It's one of those. You
I
have to.
probably, yeah.
Is it a doormat?
It's a
No,
A long time ago, I was just able to, I was able to kind of split the fandom to the collection, to the collector, and those two don't meet in the middle. It's okay. I'm a fan of my Philly teams with a great passion, as we all know, but as a collector, I also have a passion for collecting. I can kind of look past the rival stuff if I just want the jersey. There are some jerseys in the collection I'm not overly proud of having, but I do have them, some Cowboy jerseys or, you know, some Mets or what have you. But it's part of the collection. That's the collection. That's not the fandom. The only jerseys in my collection that are fandom are my teams. But other than that, I can kind of separate it. It's hard, but I can kind of separate the two worlds. But people who come to the house, like for the first time, they're very surprised.
I can
Yeah, I
imagine.
see all the jerseys are like, oh my god, you have every team. I'm
So,
like, yeah,
like-
I kind of do.
So Snacks, like I know
Yo, what up?
your collection has changed so much throughout the years, and I don't mean it like I'm not taking shots or nothing like that, but I mean like it from what you were as a collector like back in like 2000, the 2000s era to now, you know, to 2010 to 2020 and even onwards now, like how many like what's your reset button look like? Like how do you?
Yeah, I reset. I said good 6 times.
Okay.
You know, the six. You know, we all lie to ourselves. Y'all need to stop lying to yourselves. Get you with a little truth juice. You always say the same shit almost every year. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna slow down. And what happens? A couple of weeks later, got my new pickup. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm selling this. I'm selling that. Turn around, losing. So y'all need to stop bullshitting yourselves. Yeah, I reset 6 times. I haven't bought shit sets, so my 6th time is the last time. I think it's mostly because when I wear a jersey, it doesn't feel the same. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't feel fresh. I don't feel cool. I love jerseys to death. I still got my collection. But now I see it as like a comic book collection or a card collection. I keep my Roberto Clemente, I keep my Iverson and my Bo Jackson. Everything else is just, it's whatever. I'll sell it when, you know, whoever's interested, I'll sell it. But so I think this is the last reset I have. I can't see myself being deep in the jersey game. I lived through you guys. So I live through you guys because every time you guys pick up something, I save money and I get the same exact thing you do. So I get the like buttons are free, so I can hit just the like button. So I reset. This is my 6th time that I reset, and I've been holding on strong. So I'm happy. The thing is, Rez, like once you like my whole thing was the excitement you had with the excitement you have now with John Cena. Same thing I have with Roberto Clemente, like trying to find new stuff, trying to find stuff that nobody ever has, and I got to the point I got everything except for the 71 Road Gray, which I'm still waiting for Metro Ness to make that. That's the only Metro Ness jersey I will ever buy from that website. But after the John Cena shit, you're gonna find something else. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna like once it's complete. I know it's a crazy. I know the Hop Along Cassidy is gonna be a hard one, but
I don't think it's gonna be complete, honestly. Like to be
you never know. I always believe there's a lot of jerseys that everybody had. I thought I would never get, and boom, it pops up and it happens.
I get that.
Trust me,
Really like
it will happen. It's one of those things, man. Like once you complete your collection, like then you find yourself, you get that itch, man. You get that. But the good thing about us, we're not only just jersey collectors too. Like we like other stuff. And first of all, man, where can I get the hat, man?
What hat?
That hat you're wearing.
Oh,
The Red Special.
No. I just got here. I don't know if you had like information on it or something.
no, I didn't. I actually was I was going through my hats because I've been on a hat kick. I've been trying to be
You've been
more
on a hat kick for over 20 years or something.
No, I know, but I'm trying to be more like practical with storing my hats because, dude, like my hats.
I've seen the shorts.
my storage is like, it's crazy, bro. Like I'm talking about the way I store my hats. It's not practical. A lot of my hats lose their shapes because I put them on top of each other, and I was like, yo, this is not right, man. Like this is a travesty to all hat collectors. So
I'm talking about the hat you're wearing. Like, is that available?
Yes, it is. So I was actually cleaning, and I found it again, and it's actually here. I cleaned my desk a little bit, and I have it here on my desk. But the hats, like I said, guys, I mentioned this before, and I remember people wanting to get them. If you're really serious in getting one, hit me up. Let me know the color, your size.
That's fitted?
Fitted, yeah. It's a new era, 5950.
This one. I need to get what them football players be wearing.
That's your birth. Okay, that's your birth. I thought you had the established like your YouTube career.
So just FYI, guys, if you do get one from me, it will not have my birth year. Everybody's like, I don't want no.
I thought it would have been like the YouTube year, like when you start.
So I had a couple of samples that I ordered, but there was something wrong with the hats. Like I ordered in bulk and it didn't work out. So those got scrapped. So I was going to originally make them into snapbacks, but then I went through lids and I got some custom. So this is one of them. And, you know, I wanted to do a little experimentation, and I think it turned out good. I would like to try and get the logo a little bit bigger, but that might be something later down the line.
Nah,
But-
I think it looks good. That's perfect.
That's
bro.
perfect.
But yeah, this guys, if you do want one, please just hit up my DMs.
I want one, man. Whatever it costs, bro. I got
Yeah,
you.
let me know. Let me know the color, your size, and all that stuff, and I will. If you want, I even will personalize it to you. If you want, I don't know. I'm not trying to say I'm somebody, but you know.
I want your autograph. I want to wear my shit.
But yeah, no, I appreciate that. And you know, guys, I really do. Just going back though to like the overall like collecting. My mindset has changed. I know it's changed because I'm doing things that I wasn't doing before as a collector. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, like I sold a 49ers jersey, which to me is insane. I even sold a Warriors jersey, which was crazy to me because I'm like, you know, if everybody knows Die Hard, like I love my Warriors. But I think as a jersey head, like I think I'm beginning to find like my identity, like what I want my collection to look like. And that's kind of what I was struggling with. And I'm still struggling with it, but it's like that's kind of what I was trying to figure out for the long time. You know, when I was collecting, I was like, what do I get? Where do I get the most joy out of my collection? You know, yes, I am a Bay Area guy. Yes, I love the Warriors. Yes, I love the Sharks. Yes, I love the Giants. You know, like, but what do I like about this jersey, about this Dennis Eckersley jersey? You know, and again, it is going to fall under my new segment that's coming soon to the channel, which is like the whole John Cena thing. And I know, like I said, I know it sounds crazy, but like this is what got me into meeting you guys. This is what got me to doing this. This is what got me to learning, you know, fakes versus really. Like it just opened this whole rabbit hole of different things and different lanes and different communities. And that's where I get the most joy out of it. I'm still getting the joy out of it, you know. There'll be a time where that candle might like, you know, blow out, but the passion, this word, the passion continues to flame. You know what I mean? Like, not to sound like cliche or nothing, but this is where I get it from, and it's been like this consistently, and I feel like it's telling me, like, do this, do it, you know, like get this done, because it's always been on my list for God knows, you know, how long, since 2003, roughly, up until now.
Do you feel like, I know some people probably feel like this. I felt like that a while back. I know you just said you just sold a Warriors jersey and a 49ers jersey. Just because you saw, like, do you feel like because you don't have it in your collection, it makes you less of a 49er fan or less of a Warriors fan? That's all. I only have one Raiders jersey, a Bo Jackson. That's all I need. I used to have every freaking Raiders jersey you could think of because I'm thinking if I'm a fan, I have to have all the jerseys. So, and then I realized, I'm like, bro, like me not having a Jim Plunkett is not going to make me less than a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
that fandom in us tell lies to us and like, yo.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I don't think I've gotten there yet. Because I do feel like as a 49ers fan, you got to have at least a Jerry Rice in your collection. You got to have a Joe Montana. You got, like, you know, like the everybody knows, like the Steve Youngs, the Deion Sanders, you know, like that.
But it doesn't take away from you being a fandom. That's what I'm saying. That's I'm not trying to get in your head. I'm just trying to get in everybody's head. It's one of those things. It's real. It's real. Because like when I sold my Roberto Clemente rookie card twice, I feel like my collection is incomplete. It doesn't mean me less than a Roberto Clemente fan, but it irks me that I don't have it.
Right.
I don't.
No, that's that, and like I said, like to be 100% transparent, I haven't reached that point yet. Where like, because if I got rid of my Jerry Rice jerseys, I would feel some type of way. Like I'm gonna be 100% with you right now. I would be like, yo, like I can't be a 49. I can't be a 49er fan / jersey head if I don't have a Jerry Rice in my collection. Like I just feel like I haven't got
You're still a 49ers fan.
no, I know, like I'm still a 49er fan, but it's like I still feel like it's still hard for me. Like I haven't gotten there yet.
That's the mentality thing that we all need to work on. You know?
Yeah, that's the part. That's the part where that's the part where you really where you rip the Band-Aid off and you're like, all right, look,
you're really done.
This is the deal breaker right here. You know what I mean? Like,
if I see Jerry Rice collection for sale, I know you're really done.
I mean, like, see what the thing is too, like what got me into being a 49ers fan was my dad. My dad was the biggest 49ers fan that I knew. And the fact that I live in the Bay Area makes it more special because he, like I said, he would take me to games when I was younger, and I would always hear these stories. I'd always hear, about the dynasty run in the 80s, how dominant, Ronnie Lott, all these guys, Sapolu, Brent Jones, Montana, like the list goes on. And, like that's one time when that was one moment when like my dad and I really connected as like a kid and his father, and with sports. And this is the same thing with the Warriors. Like my dad tried to get me into the Warriors, but I was all up on, Jordan, the Bulls, and it was just like one of those things. But that's why like the Warriors have a soft spot with me because he was trying to get me to be, like he would take me to like games in Oracle back when Run TMC was around. But like I didn't care about like, all these players and the Warriors at the time. Like I was all stuck with the 90s Bulls, in that era and stuff like that. So there's like certain parts in my life, and I'm sure with you guys too, we all have like memories of where we were at the time when this was happening or whatever. And I think that's one of
but like your story, like all I hear is a great memory with your dad. Even though you're thinking about this is how I became a 49ers fan. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you get to that point, like, I don't give a fuck about the 49ers. And I'm not saying you don't give a fuck about the 49ers. I'm just saying that all I hear is like, yo, this is you bonding with your fucking dad. And that's like the most important part of that whole story. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be sentimental or anything like. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make you less of a 49er fan because you don't.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
But I get it. I get it too. Like all this Iverson shit I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm obsessed with a man that doesn't know me. So
I'm a Yankees fan, and I don't own a single Yankees jersey, and it doesn't change the fact. I grew up with my dad watching. When we had the dynasty in the '90s.
Yeah.
Watching all the World Series, all the. It doesn't hurt one bit that I don't own a Yankee. It doesn't change the memories that I have or anything like that. It's just like, to me, I think that's what's helped it. It's like, the memories I got from watching the sports teams I like, the jerseys, it's like separate for me. Those memories are different because I don't have I wasn't wearing jerseys when I was watching the Yankees win in the 90s or anything like that, or even the Cowboys. So it's like I only own 3 Cowboy jerseys. That's it.
Is there one jersey you guys will never like? It goes for everybody. Is there one jersey you will never see yourself getting rid of though? Like just that one that you get rid of the rest of the collection, but just that one.
Yeah.
I think I know everybody. No, I don't know Luz. I don't know. I think I know Rez and I know Mighty's.
Yeah,
I said it 100 times before. So
mine's a pretty easy one.
I mean, because like the thing with if you guys see me sell my Jerry Rice jerseys, if you see me sell my Frank Gore or Patrick Willis, like something's up with this man. Like, let it full disclosure. Like if I ever get rid of those, if I ever get rid of my J Rich jerseys, like, yo, I'm done. Like I'm ready to let it all go. But
is there that one everybody has one jersey? You already know mine's the burgundy Mike Schmidt jersey. I had that jersey since the beginning. That's the only jersey that I have.
The tone. of throwbacks.
That's the only one that's stayed in my collection.
I think it like for me. Are we looking at it from like a rarity standpoint? Or are you
No,
looking
not rarity. As
Oh,
far
no,
because
I'm being buried in this
ain't
one.
rare at all. I'm talking about just that one jersey that I don't want to put this scenario. The whole, if your house is on fire, you only get to grab one. Everybody's safe, but you have to grab one jersey, and that's it. What would it be? To me, it'll be the burgundy Mike. Let me just show our shit. Let's share. Fuck it.
Well,
show and tell?
I'm being buried in
Whereas
this.
the
So,
other
this is
thing I
mine.
can tell
I'm
you
being buried in
is,
it. So,
is what's
this
happening
this is my white whale.
is you got married and things are changing. So and you got your own. Like for me, why another reason I haven't. That's why I said curate. But with my wife being in the military and wanting to finish 20 years, the reality of trying to move just what I got right now, which is like 120 jerseys, is hard enough. And I don't trust a single soul to move. Like when we left San Diego and came here to Maryland, I packed up all my jerseys I had 3 different bags and put it in my car because I don't trust the movers from not trying to steal. So I know like after, because we're going to North Carolina in April, after that, we're leaving the country. So if I continue to make my collection bigger, I look at it to a standpoint too, like, I spent money and like time. So I have been just like holding off until like we get our house. That's my end game. Like, and then I have a cap of how much I would own from there. But like thanks to all that, I've been wanting to do more stuff. So that's another reason why I've slowed down. Like I was on vacation in Miami for Christmas. So I've been doing other things than putting money towards jerseys because I've been wanting to make memories with my family and my kids more so than like I love jerseys, but when my kids get older and stuff like that, they could just be like, yeah, well, we did this, we did that, you know what I mean? So the jerseys will come and go. Like either I'm gonna find it or I'm not, but the memories ain't. So for me, I'd rather spend the money on the memories that'll last a lifetime than some jerseys that one day eventually won't even be mine anyway.
Respect.
Yeah, respect that, man. Family man, jersey head right there.
Oh yeah.
What? So what? You guys got your jerseys?
Yeah.
I saw the Eagles song. I saw what? Is that the Bill Walton? Really? You would never get rid of it? Like that's
Nah. It's a story.
Okay.
The story. It's one of the first.
That's a rookie Moss starter pro line. Had it for about 9 years now. So
that's actually one of my grails.
Yo, hit me in.
They have the road white too in a starter.
I can't do the white.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a cool set.
Crazy thing about getting this jersey back was I was literally in my work truck when I lived in Vegas. I was like, you know what would be dope? I was like, if this jersey just popped up on like Poshmark or fucking Let Go or OfferUp, and it'd be like $50. The next day, $75. I was like, would you do 60?
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, Uncle Lou, I know you had, what was it, the Lawrence Taylor, the 80?
Yeah, 86 LT.
86
with
with
the
the spider
spider
pen. That's fire.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the older? What era is that? Is that like? Huh?
I actually can't remember. I don't know the tags. I'm not an expert when it comes to merchandise like you guys are.
Is that the China?
But the reason I think so. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's China run. It's a white jersey. It's not particularly the Mitchell Ness. It's the white jersey itself. This is one of the first jerseys I ever saw in person, like in retail. Like it was a Apex number 56 in white, and it was before sophomore year of high school. And I'm like, Papi, I want that. And he's like, all right. And he saw the price tag. He said, nope. So it became my white whale, basically. Like no matter how many jerseys I bought between, the time that I first saw that all the way through like 2010 when I got this one. I this was the one I kept chasing, was the white LT, and I found this on eBay. I think it was about a little over $100 back in 2010.
Wow.
And I'm like, yep, this is my Christmas present to myself. And
Oh yeah.
there have been fans, there's been giant fans on Facebook. I'm like, oh, yo, I want that jersey. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm being buried in this. And he's like, don't be morbid. I'm like, I'm just saying that you're gonna get that out of my cold, dead hand, and even then, it's coming with me. So
I joke with my wife and tell her she's gonna have to make me a tomb.
with all the jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this this one might come with me when I pass on. So this is the one I wore when they won Super Bowl 52. It's just a replica, the Nike Fletcher Cox. So, but this is the game worn Mighty Fan Super Bowl 52 jersey here in the man cave, and so I wore it when they won, obviously, and then I wore it to the parade. So I might never see them win again. Who knows? But this will always be a cherished memory for me, and it's.
I was still upset about that game.
With all due respect to the Billy White shoes over there, this one would probably be the one for me. It's too sentimental for me, and I don't need a suit or anything in the coffin. I'll just have this on probably, but I just this is probably my most prized one, and just because of the memory, just because of the moment, and that meant so much, and to wear this, for it, and then at the parade, which was very special too. So for that reason, that will always be my number one.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys know me,
I listen like that game to this day, so she's still mad about it.
if you guys know me, man, this is actually not a sports jersey, but it is a jersey, and this is always gonna be my number one. It's never changed. Take it out the bag. You see, this is how much I cherish this shit. This is still in it. Like, I have this in a bag.
Yeah.
I pull it out like at least once a week.
Pause.
Look at it. But this is actually an authentic version. They made two versions of this. For those of you who don't know, this is the authentic version, and it is signed.
Oh my.
But I wear it. I wear it every now and then. I have more than one because I'm weird like that. But you guys know the significance. If you don't, definitely
You're the wrong
worth
channel.
looking at. Search my very first jersey video on YouTube. You'll see why. But this is what got me into it, guys. And still, here we are 20 plus years later, and I'm still doing stuff that's associated or affiliated with this era here. So, I know it's weird because I know it's not a sports jersey or anything like that, but
I mean, it's a jersey. I mean, it's your number one. I mean, that's
bingo.
But
nothing wrong with it.
And I do have a couple honorable mentions too, I guess. But
I do too. I mean,
No, you can't go back in the fire and get honorable mentions. You'll die.
yeah, no.
game over.
This is mine right here. If I had one thing, dude, no hesitation, I would grab this.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this is like my white whale right here, basically. And it's so funny because like I don't like when I bought it, it wasn't even like I didn't go to bid wars with nobody. I didn't like. It just showed up, and I was just like, okay, let's get it, and that that's kind of how it panned out. But
How are you?
Huh?
What about snacks? What's his guy? What's his white
Oh,
whale?
The burgundy Mike Schmidt. You got the Tokyo patch, right?
Yeah, that's the one jersey that's from my first video. It's the same jersey.
It's always our first video, man. Our first time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
All back to this day, the first jersey, like my first ever authentic jersey, is hanging up on my wall over here that I bought 10 years ago when I first came into the Kings of Throwback page.
Yeah.
So it's a Pro Line Stanley Pritchett Miami Dolphins jersey.
Yo,
Wow.
Stanley Pritchett.
Stanley Pritchett.
That's the picture I have with my nephew, Stanley Pritchett, man.
Uh,
The white jersey. I had the white jersey.
Damn.
I remember when I saw Snacks in that burgundy Schmidt many years ago. I'm like, ooh, I need that one, and I finally found one, many years ago. But it's a nice one. Oh yeah.
Yo, I need that, bro.
I like those old starters.
Memories you don't
Stanley
This I literally bought this thing about 10
There you go,
years
Captain Reset.
coming up on 10 years.
No, I never seen an authentic one. That's what I'm saying.
You're looking at it right now.
I'm trying to find a picture. Hold on, I'm trying to find
Look at that.
You wearing that jersey?
Yeah,
That's a Wilson, right?
First ever
That's a starter.
jersey I shared on the
Starter.
throwback.
You gotta love those old starter jerseys.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Like I say, this was the first ever jersey I shared to Kings of Throwback.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the first year of that jersey, too.
10 years already.
That's crazy.
I love the
Yeah, that's the first year where they wore that style too. Second?
Because this would have been in 98, because they wore starter in 98, if I remember right.
Didn't they wear 97?
Marino.
I think 97 was Wilson, if I remember right.
Was it? Okay. Because I remember seeing Authentics, well, at least on the retail side, seeing Authentics in the starter jerseys like that. Back in
I have a
97.
Marino.
And they switched.
I got a
starter.
For me, well, it ain't the full, but originally this was the first during the jersey boom. There's plenty of fakes, but this was like the first authentic. It was originally the World Be Free, but I didn't care. I just wanted the Road Clippers, San Diego Clippers. But when my son was born, who's about to turn 18 next month, I have a picture. I'm wearing the the World Be Free, and I'm young at 19-year-old me.
Yeah.
Holding my second child.
That's cool, man.
That's good.
Hold on. Look. What are the odds? Look. I'm rocking. Look, Stanley Pritchett jersey.
Oh no!
What is
that's throwback kid.
What happened?
Who the hell has a Stanley Pritchett jersey?
Jake.
That's replica too.
Further proof that starter made everybody.
I never
got
thought
to get Stanley Pritchett
jersey.
That's
Nobody
something
even knows
that
who Stanley Pritchett is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is
Yeah, starter made replicas of everyone.
Yeah.
Like
I say, that was literally the first ever jersey I shared on Kings of Throwback, and we're coming up on 10 years already. I still can't believe that's been about 10 years.
Yeah, but those
where did you get that?
Authentics are nice though. Oh my!
Where did you get that jersey again, Jake?
eBay. I can't even remember
eBay.
the seller, but it was an eBay purchase because back in the day when I was like a freshman in college, I was doing like mock videos and stuff like that. And then it wasn't until like the summer of 2014 where I kind of like did a collection video and then did a few things up through about 2015. And then like as I got older and stuff like that, I kind of stopped doing my channel and then came back in 2019. And ever since then, I've been going at it again.
Right.
So
I think what was I gonna say? Yeah, this year I really want to start tailoring my stuff because I have a lot of stuff that I want to wear, but it's just too big. And I've been slowly buying a lot of bigger size jerseys. For those of you who don't know, actually been getting a lot of them from fellow members in the community and stuff, and just waiting to start piecing them together in terms of getting them tailored. But Rivalry says 20 years since I bought my first Mitchell Ness jerseys from Jersey Joe. Damn, I haven't heard that name in ages. Jersey Joe.
Was he like an OG eBay type thing, or
yeah? He had. I remember his pictures too. The way he would take pictures. That's how you knew that shit was legit. Like just the crop image of his stuff, and I think it was like on a rack that when he was taking those pictures. I don't know if you guys remember that. And you remember Lake Show
Oh yeah,
Lake
Show
Show,
I've
I've heard.
that I got.
Yeah.
That was one of the first eBay sellers that I really remember was Lake Show 2. But I
Yeah.
came in at the end of Lakes, like he was liquidating stuff. I think I got like 5 or 6 jerseys over the time from him. I mean, cheap. I got the Bugsy Watson Capitals, the Road 80, George Brett. There were a few others in there, but I
Yeah.
mean, cheap.
I got my Nate Thurman and Rick Barry the city jerseys with the knit.
Yeah,
The what is it? What's the stitching again? I keep forgetting.
Chain stitch.
chain stitching.
Thank you. The chain stitching. I got like both of those for like under $100.
Yeah.
Still new with tags. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And
My,
That's insane.
I was about
And
to say,
there's still ones that I remember that he had on liquidation that I didn't get then that I still wish I got, like the Pittsburgh, the Pipers, Connie Hawkins, there was a couple others in there that I still don't have in the collection, but man, and they were like 40, 30, 40 bucks, like cheap. And I don't know why I didn't go after them back then, you know. I mean, I know why. I would now if I saw it, but back then I think I was a little more cautious with what I was going after. But he had, I mean, his liquidations were just so great deals. It was amazing.
Yeah. That's
so
insane.
my I guess like my next question in terms of like resetting and stuff is, you know, the consistency overall. Consistency of being, you know, how many times do you see yourself resetting for the people that done it? You know, because I know Snacks, you were like, this is it. Like, I've done it 6 times. Like, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. Like, do you feel like you're going to get that reset button? You're like, oh, I'm getting that itch again. Let's do it. You know, like.
Well, seeing that Stanley Pritchett shit. That'll be more of a sentimental thing. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
The only thing I would buy is the Clemente 71 Road Gray. That's it.
And Stanley Pritchett.
That's Stanley Pritchett.
Yeah.
I'm on eBay right now. I don't even know how to spell Pritchett.
Hey, turn the jersey around.
2 T's, guys.
Got you.
What about you, Lou, and Roberto and Neil? And
I think once I get, you know, resettled, actually it's kind of funny how you call this a reset button. I've been thinking about resetting altogether, like, you know, my life altogether. Like, I feel like my life the last couple of years has been soft reboot, and I think I need a factory reset at this point. And I'm gonna have that uncomfortable conversation with my DM about like, hey, if you guys still want to keep me in the company, I'm thinking of transferring to where? North Carolina. That's where my brother is. That's where my sister is. I might be more in that way. I think I'll make that assessment once I move, and I could get my stuff back out again, like have my complete collection back out, and that's when I will start refocusing and going, all right, I could keep this. This could go. You know, I think that's mainly what my next reset's gonna be. Is once I have everything with me once again, and investment. Not just in jerseys. I'm talking collecting all together, whether it's figures, sneakers, whatever. It's gonna be one of those like, you know, I'm gonna start. It's gonna be cut down day, or you know, refocusing on what I really want to collect. You know, not just like any action figure. It has to be just maybe wrestling or maybe just Marvel or whatever. So I just need to have everything with me in order to make that decision, and I don't have everything with me. I haven't been to my storage in 4 months, and it's killing me right now. But that's mainly I think that's what my next one's gonna be. It's gonna be like a life reset, basically.
Respect, man.
Like, and there's situations where you have no choice but to reset, which happened to me. That happened to a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to reset, but they have to do it because life happens and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
With me, I had to reset time because all the weight that I lost, and I couldn't. All my jerseys were huge. Now I'm gaining the weight. All my jerseys, I can't fucking pick a choice, but sometimes it sucks that you have to. Sometimes life makes you reset. You know that sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a change of scenery sometimes is really good for you. I'm a
I agree.
testament. I jumped out the plane with no parachute when I moved to Las Vegas, and there's a point where I was almost homeless. But life has
Been there.
been fucking incredible. So sometimes that's what you got to do, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I've been doing a lot of reflection myself, and I know it might not look like it, but hearing these lives and hearing us talk collecting and shit. But the one of my biggest goals is to really start being um, more diligent with one, my health, two, my spending, and three, like my living situation. You know what I mean? Like I know I moved out, but like my goal, like I want to own a house. I want to fucking have my own place. I want to fucking have a family where I could have my room, my future kids or whatever have their own room. Like I want to be able to do what I've always wanted to do in terms of like family. But I also want to still be able to do this.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I want to own this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that if I can't do that, at least if I'm buying stuff all the time or impulse buying like a Christian McCaffrey Panthers jersey or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got to be smarter, wiser, and also pay off a lot of things that I've been, kind of putting on the back burner or things like that. Like I'm good. I'm financially, I have money. Like I'm able to buy this shit, but like I want to make smarter decisions. And kind of like what Uncle Lou was saying, like he's trying to do like a life reset. I'm trying to do a reset myself, but I want to do it a little different.
I I'll give you some advice because my wife works in the mental health field. Just write everything down. It's easier just to say it, but it's harder to hold yourself accountable when you're just saying it. So it's good to have like a book or and something like if you use your phone, have it written down, and then as you go through and you could check it off. Whereas you're having something that gives you self accountability instead of just if you're just putting it out in the air, it ain't really no accountability. You're just talking about it. But if you have it like in a book and you're setting yourself for it, then you're holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I love that. That's great advice.
I agree.
And in regards to the current collection, like as it stands, like I don't think. Nah, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, I'm going off topic. So I'm like trying to get super philosophical with this shit, and it's pretty plain and simple.
Socrates.
Go ahead, say it, man. I'm curious what you was gonna say.
No, like
Yeah.
like I was just saying, like sometimes like they just got to rip the band-aid off. You know what I mean? And you have to really like look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself like, yo, this shit could be better if you fucking just sold everything. Because at the end of the day, like this shit is worth money, bro. Like you might not be able to sell it right away, but somebody out there is gonna want it. You know what I mean? That's definitely gonna be that's the most important thing. Like these jerseys that I sold, some of them have been up there for at least like 2 years, and they just sold like all of a sudden, like back to back to back. And when I saw the money in my account, I was like, yo, it's a lot of fucking money for 3 jerseys. I was like,
See what I do, what I do to help me, like this is what helps me. Whatever I sell, I cash. I don't put it in my bank account.
so that's really
I stash it once you see the money pile up, and you're like, oh shit, like. But you need discipline for that. But it's easy to swipe. It's easy to swipe. But if I see something online, I'm gonna have to go to the bank, go deposit the money. By the time I'm like, hell no, I'm good. To me, that's my strategy: is cash money in hand.
That my wife. I was like, I want to get a new phone. She was like, the only way you could get a new phone, she was like, it has to come from your jersey money. She was like, it better not come out of your paycheck.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't use my paycheck to use my. I don't use my paycheck to buy jerseys. That's one thing I don't do.
See, that's tough. I can't. I mean, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. You know, but I would love to get to that point. You know, where I have like a
It's a
literally.
mindset, man. It's a mindset.
Here goes,
No, it really is. Like
the thing with selling it is just at the end of the day, you might not ever get it back, but you know what? You wore it. You had it. That's how I look at it. Like there's certain jerseys, like when I sold it, I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna see this again. I can tell you that. The
Right.
73, 74 Milwaukee Bucks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I ain't had that shit since 2018. It's 2024.
But if you knew that your jerseys had an expiration date, like sneakers, would you collect the way you collect? I wouldn't collect the way I collect. I was collecting. There's no way. You're just having a jersey that imagine like through time, like the numbers peel off, the pinstripes start fading away.
Just like
Can you imagine? That's the good thing about jerseys that they last. But the thing is, imagine if they fade away, man, through time.
Well, some do, because some just the stitching wasn't done good, the screen print job.
No, I get that, but I'm talking about comparing it to the sneaker game.
Yeah,
I was so into sneakers until I started wearing them,
bro,
and they were just falling apart on me. I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Now I got 7 pairs of sneakers and I'm good.
Yeah.
I went from like 100 to 7.
Yeah.
And it bought me a car.
They fell apart.
You know how you're getting old in terms of shoe game. I said in my right mind, you wouldn't catch me.
Crocs.
He got some
You
geriatric New Balance shoes.
I bought some.
Hey, New Balance is my God. Now
That's how you know you're getting old.
Those are that
Skechers.
Did that come?
When you buy some damn Skechers, bro, I had no idea.
Did that come with a box of Icy Hot?
It came with a box of Icy Hot, and it came with an auto 8x10 of Howie Long. So no, but really, no. I bought them up. Huh?
And the
No, I bought them.
You got an ARP card with it.
I bought them for work, cause like my fucking job, like I'm on my feet 8 hours a day, so I'm constantly walking, and I'm like, I could wear like whatever shoes I want, but it's like, bro, I'm not gonna fuck up my feet by wearing Jordan 1s for 8 hours a day. I don't even wear fucking Jordan 1s for 8 hours a day, like on my days off. Like I'm usually
doesn't Shaq indoor Skechers? Who's it that does the slip-on Skechers?
Oh, there's a lot of. I know Howie Long did it for a while.
I know Howie.
Probably does it.
I thought maybe Shaq is doing it now.
Joe Montana, man. Joe used to be getting
Joe Montana wears them. Like
I'm back.
I think
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. And didn't Brett Favre wear them too? Like I can't.
Yeah, he had the Wrangler jeans, bro.
Oh, Wrangler, yeah.
The Wrangler man.
Now with that Wrangler football team he had playing outside, I bet they could beat the Raiders. I think.
But yo, like I'm telling you, like I didn't realize, Skechers is comfy as fuck.
Hell yeah, they comfortable.
Bro, I had no idea how comfy they were, and I was like,
Rez, I'm at Amazon doing delivery packages. They had a deal with Zappos. We get like $150 free. I got some no-name off-brand bullshit on my feet at work. There be dudes with Jordan 1s, 5s. I've seen a dude with Columbia's. Like, I'm like, there's no way your feet, when you get done work, aren't hollering to the moon.
Yeah.
Especially, we just got done with peak season working, like 5-6 days a week, 9, 10, 11 hours. Like, there's no way. Because I know, and the shoes I bought, I didn't even have to break in, and they were comfortable.
Bro.
Yeah.
They're called like Tory
You're
shoes.
living right now, Rez.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And I understand that one. I used to have to wear steel toes for like 8 hours.
I have to wear steel toe shoes for my job. Yeah.
Smells like cut grass.
Rez, you work at the cafeteria?
They're comfortable though. I don't mind them.
I work in the cafeteria. Yo, I'm just saying though, rock this with like a Giants jersey, fire, bro.
Oh,
It's about right.
You know what's crazy is
Sounds
like,
about right.
you know, with us being like Jersey heads, and then some of y'all being in
Look
the
at that
shoes.
traction, bro.
Then when you go to like a sporting event and you see the other people who love the team just like you, don't give a fuck what they wear, with as long as they're there, they don't give a fuck. They could have on
yeah.
a
Yep.
Us Jersey heads swear that everybody's looking at their jersey. Like, ain't nobody looking at you. Nobody gives a fuck about. Yo, I bet everybody they're sweating my authentic 90s made in USA. Nobody gives a fuck. Is that same person is wearing a fucking bootleg jersey?
A Muhammad $30 jersey.
I'll be honest.
Players of the century.
Players of the century jersey. that will get more attention at a stadium than your.
I will be completely honest. When I first started doing the Phillies partial plan, I thought every game I'm going to wear a different jersey, and every game I'm just going to do something different. Would you believe that most of the most of the games I go to, it's hot. It's like out in the hot, the summer, the spring. Most of the games I go to, I don't even wear a jersey. I wear like a t-shirt, like a tank top or something. If it's just too hot, I can't wear the jersey. So I'm too afraid I'm going to sweat through the damn thing. So most of the time, I'm like, here I am at these games, and there I was swearing, I'm gonna wear the Schmidt this day. I'm gonna wear the Carlton, and I'm just in like a Philly shirt, and I'm just sitting there saying, "Oh, it's hot. I need something else to drink."
Do those got lights in them?
Yeah.
No, but they got air bubble technology. Look at that shit. Bro, look at that shit.
Nike's gonna sue somebody.
Hey, this is what I'll tell you. My experience sometimes will because I've been going to basketball games because the Wizards suck. So when other shitty teams come to town, it's like $10 to go see a fucking game. So, but the people that notice like the jerseys more so, I'll say for me, my experience is like people that come from Europe, because they take the long trek to come from Europe to see certain players. Like he got traded, but Kristaps Porzingis. So in his country, he's like a god because he's like the first big time professional basketball player and stuff like that. So when the Nuggets came to town, you saw the Serbian mafia, as they call it, and you saw fucking Jokic's big ass brothers who are bigger than him in the fucking arena. So, and then that happened when I was down in Miami. It was the first quarter, I don't know if they do it everywhere, but they had like a item of the game, and they had like they had like a black and a red like Heat sweater. And I was trying to find one for my stepson. And I was like, I was trying to do it when we first got in, but it was complete chaos in the fucking team store. And I was like, I need to go sit down. There's too many people around me. And then eventually I stopped and I found a place that had the kids hoodie, and it was a European guy. And he just was looking at me, and I had on the Jimmy Butler 75th season. And he was like, "Oh, that's a really, really nice jersey you got on." He was like, "Did you get that here?" I was like, "No," but I was like, "I ordered it from here." But it was like my experience so far with basketball is the European.
I get the old heads like, what you know about Ozzie Smith? That's what I get. What you know about Ozzie Smith? I'm like, what?
It's interesting because people like, I think the one time I gotten like somebody's attention was when I was wearing my Spirits St. Louis Moses Malone. I was wearing it at and it was the most randomest place that I wore it. I wore it to it was like a Renaissance fair, but it was a pirate theme. It was a pirate theme, so everybody was wearing, they had parrots and pirates, and this dude literally broke character and was like, "Yo," like he didn't say "yo," but he was like, "Yo,
our man."
He was like, I broke his neck, bro. Like he was like amazed, and he was like, "That's a rare jersey." He's like, "I've never seen I haven't seen that jersey in years. Like,
in our heads, we're like, yeah, motherfucker.
yeah, that was like, I was like flexing and shit. I was like, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah,
But
I've done that wearing rare stuff. People appreciate, particularly if it's a rare Phillies jersey that or player you just normally don't see. People like it, and you get like, oh, nice jersey. Like just this past weekend, I was wearing my Danny Briere Flyers Cup final jersey, and quite a few people were like, "Oh yeah, the Flyers are doing good," you know. So it is. I mean, but the ones that always get me is when I'm wearing like another city, and I'm in the mall or something. I'm like, I remember years ago I wore my Griffey jersey with the Mariners hat, and I'm in the mall, and someone like walked up and said, "So, oh, you from Seattle? What do you think of Philly?" I'm like, "No, I'm from here." I'm a jersey head, and
it's
I always wear
hard.
a jersey hat. So
It's hard wearing different teams. Like, especially, I think in California, it's a little more universal. Like, I rarely see anybody wear like Texans, Jaguars, Buccaneers. I don't see really anybody wearing like those teams out here.
I've never seen anybody wear a Jaguars jersey or a Texans jersey.
Yeah, same here. Like, it's just like you always see, obviously, like the Bay Area teams. You always see Lakers fans like everywhere. Some Yankees fans out there, but
I get the side eye here a lot. I mean, I am like near Philly, so I get the side eye a lot. I get a lot of Giants. Really?
Sometimes, but like sometimes I wish like I lived in an area where like there is no sports team like that. You know what I mean? like sometimes I wish like I was like that, because it's just like,
stop it, you're spoiled. Shut up, don't say that.
I'm just saying, like,
I wish I
had a 3.5-hour drive.
I said sometimes. I didn't say all the time. I said sometimes.
Yeah, you won't have a team.
But I mean, like, because like I have a lot of shit that I like. If I wear, it's just like people are like looking at me like, "What the hell?" Like, that's so random.
Let them look.
That's how
America.
Like, what are you doing out here with a Manitoba Moose jersey? Like, you live in San Jose.
I literally willingly bought a Kadarius Toney Giants jersey, so that tells you how much I care about what people think about what jerseys I'm wearing.
Wait! Not even Giants fans want a Kadarius Toney Giants jersey.
Well, Uncle Lou, actually, Slim and I are going to be at the game this weekend. We're going to be layered up in the snow.
Oh yeah,
but you know what though?
You're heading to MetLife. Good luck.
I feel like GTC, to answer his quote, like I feel like people wear Detroit Tigers because the logo looks dope, and people like hip hop heads like Jay Dilla wore a Detroit like hat, but. Yeah.
I'm scared to wear any kind of hat in California. You got gangs for every fucking logo. I can't wear Kansas City.
I can't wear when it comes to Sharks hats, no red Sharks hats. Like that's
what I'm saying. I gotta.
No, that's what. If you're in the Bay and if you're in LA, you gotta be like concerned of that. Like when I lived in San Diego, I knew there's certain little neighborhoods that was like, I made friends. And they had like a sweep in like the early 2010s, they said, of like where they got rid of like a lot of like Bloods and Crips and like the gang. Like they still do whatever, but it ain't as worse as it was. I used to be wearing whatever. I'd be red in the neighborhood. I would see like Crip, whatever. But down there it was like you just wear whatever. And same thing like in Vegas. Like they don't. But in LA and I know the Bay is politics. There's a lot of politics.
There's literally a video of every hat and what it represents. Like, like the Minnesota Twins. I'm like, what? You can't wear a Minnesota Twins hat? Yeah. Are you fucking
that
kidding
surprises me?
I gotta wear my Hartford Yard Goats. They're probably a gang out there.
Gang.
Can't remember what? I'm like,
they'll burn you to death.
It's crazy. Like, I feel like with certain colors, like obviously with hats here in the West Coast, especially like I said, red Sharks hats is strict no. 49ers, YA Tittle, like you can't wear that shit here because it's
YA Tittle?
Yeah, because it's a 14, and 14 is associated with a big, gang out here, which is.
Tittle, man.
I'm just saying though, like, because like Bay Area Throwbacks was telling me too, because we all know Bay Area big Bay Area collection. That's like one jersey that he just can't get, like. he doesn't wear it because it's like
That's
people will
a shame.
associate it with
Yeah,
Philly.
people will get the wrong
Yeah,
and pop a
And-
cap in you.
even with the Dodgers too.
What?
Like
What set you
Dodgers and
from,
the blue.
cuz?
Why ain't Tittle cuz? Why ain't Tittle
Well, they
cuz?
stab people at Dodger games.
It's crazy.
Shank
Like
it.
Yo,
red, blue, even certain green. Like, and that's like a shame because green's like my favorite color. It's like a no.
Yeah.
LA, you can't wear no fucking color. Purple, orange, green, blue,
You
black.
have to,
The
be,
hat
you have
can
to be
be-
like one of those creative players with a blank jersey.
It just has to be a black hat, and then
Go
Bro,
for
I
it.
was
you can wear-
literally wearing my Golden State Warriors fitted. It was a two-tone with the city logo, and it was a blue and yellow brim. And this dude rolls up to me on a bike, and he's like, "Yo, like, what set you claim, homie?" And I was like, "What?"
The
First
Warriors.
of all, he rolled up on a bike.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm with the Warriors.
I'm like literally walking to a Subway to get Subway sandwiches, and like
You walked a
This
little
dude's
quicker
like-
after that, didn't you?
this dude's like literally trying to start shit with me. I'm like, bro, like,
On a bike,
Nice.
bro. I would have put a
That's the
stick on his
Warriors
Right.
colors. I mean,
Yeah.
but
no one
it's
wears
just like
theirs.
just goes back to what I was saying. Like, you can't. There's like hats, like they're super strict about it out here, and it's a shame because it's like these are sports teams, bro. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
not gonna lie. That's why I'm kind of glad to live in the middle of like nowhere. So I can
sticks.
pretty much wear whatever I want, and not have to worry about
Sticks.
sitting.
I can wear any hat here. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain ones
Exactly.
I would wear, but that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
Well, I
Anything,
guess-
anything
like
San
I
Jose that's like red or blue, like beware, because they sell that. They sell that stuff here too. Like some places, like liquor stores, have them. They'll have like
Stores
leg-
are-
bro. it's
well, to
crazy.
be fair, I guess with this season, you probably need to
I'm just saying.
in a fitted in a size 3-4.
Throwing up gang signs, wearing gym truck.
Dr. Miller.
No, you should just wear your You should just wear your Hawaii jersey walking down the street. Like, what up, cuz? Mahalo,
Yeah.
motherfucker. You know.
Wow.
And then that's like, I think like in in LA, you can't even wear like a Peyton Manning jersey because the color blue
Okay, no way. Are you
and
serious?
the number 18 is associated with one of the
Bro.
big
So in other
gangs
words,
out
if I
there.
ever go to like an
It
LA Kings
is-
jersey, I have to wait till I'm
That's
in the
nuts.
stadium before I actually can wear it.
Well, Peyton, that gangsta him. That's
It's
the
not
Omaha.
that. It's
Omaha.
because of like the
Omaha.
some of the
What
gangs
set you claim?
have-
Omaha fool.
Omaha.
because of the number that they're
Ready,
associated in the
No.
alphabet. So
That's
like
crazy.
MS-13 and then other things that are
Yeah,
like the Mexican mafia. I think M is the number 18. So you wear like blue 18. It like they have different ways to show. That's why it's like it's insane.
Wow, means you gotta wear your Broncos jersey.
It's
You
crazy.
know, which I bet makes it even more interesting if you're trying to go to like a Kings, Lakers, Clippers, whatever game. Like, you're afraid you're going to get, just freaking popped right out front of crypto.
I feel
Crypto crazy. The one time I went there, a bum broke into a police car, busted the window out, took the Billy Club, was doing all types of crazy. But it was like a patrol car that was like they were inside crypto, so like there was nobody in the car. Dude literally punched the window out. Bam!
damn.
Damn.
And then he
You're
even
probably
got
making New York City seem
inside.
insane.
After he broke the window, was messing with the Billy Club, he went and sat inside like the vehicle and like leaned the fucking passenger seat all the way back. Like it was crazy. And then eventually someone called the cops and the cops came out and they fucking, had their pistols drawn because, they got a report that someone broke into a fucking police vehicle.
Right.
That's crazy, bro. There's a lot of, like I said, red and blue. Like those colors are very notorious here for gang colors.
You know what's funny, Rez? Red and blue in Puerto Rico mean completely different thing.
What does it mean in Puerto Rico?
Political
Yeah,
affiliation. Yeah,
What is it?
political affiliation.
Political
The
affiliation.
two major political parties. Yeah, the two major political parties in Puerto
Crazy.
Rico. One is red and white, and the other one's blue and white. So last time I went to Puerto Rico in 2011, you know how the Giants home and away are completely different from each other. One is blue and white, the other one's red,
I have
white
no
and red.
idea what you're talking about, man. Because Puerto Rican flag is red, white, and blue. What are you talking about?
No. Political. I'm talking political. Like the political parties over there. The parties over there, like the Democratic Party and them. Yeah, those are. Yeah, they're
I
think my growing the sports was because of growing up as a kid over there, and them waving the flags of whatever party, the political, what call that PPD and PN, like the Progressive Party and the Democratic Party and all that shit and bumper stickers and all that. That's they politics in Puerto Rico is like sports here, man. It's you wear the wrong shit, you get start a fight over there. So
no, they'll kill you.
I'm serious.
I mean, I believe it. Like certain parts of the world, like you would think, like what's like people like you guys are like what? Like I don't ever understood. Like you can't wear white. It's a serious thing out here.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but in certain parts,
pro independence.
Yeah, it's super extreme. Like,
which makes it even crazy too. Like, especially since a lot of those colors are of the local teams.
Yeah,
which is like
exactly.
If you're a Giant, let's say you're a Kings fan, an LA Kings fan, and you're wearing the Reverse Retro 2.0, which is purple and yellow, and yet you walk up on the wrong homie, and
that's why the team wore those.
He said the wrong homie.
Well, certain like Lakers stuff is not gonna be, but I'm saying like you just wear like what Rez is saying, like a solid color, like a red hat or purple hat, an orange hat with certain logos, but like Lakers, like LA.
Rez was wearing multicolor and he was still.
The only way I can see that being like a gang affiliation, like if for the Lakers, it's like the powder blue, the Los Angeles. Like somebody wears that might rub someone the wrong way, but like
I think the only way you can get away with it if like you wear the dad hat version of it, like nobody can take you serious. like you got the fitted hats is supposed to be, but if you wear like the floppy dad hat, they're like, oh yeah, he's just
if you wear like a fitted, like a New Era or like a beanie, I feel like okay, you might want to be.
No, you got to wear the dad hat with the Skechers. They won't mess with you then.
or the sandals with socks, like the sandals.
They go to Red. They see your Skechers, like never mind.
Nah, you're
go up and down the street.
We going for that young blood.
Yeah,
man.
What it do, my peeps? Yeah.
Young people.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Where's my Miami tan? It was like 3.5 days sunny. The other 3 days it was like overcast or raining. So,
yeah, it's been raining hard out here in California. I've been getting my car's been getting nice.
I still had a good time down there. I got to see, if you seen Scarface, the scene when he had to go talk to the Colombians and they were chopping up the body.
Of course.
There's that apartment building is now where a CVS is at.
Bury the cockroach.
And they have a plaque on the side, like on the staircase. So the scene when you see him like coming out, when he gets out and before he runs in the street with the pistol, they have a placard there. But it's like the placard literally on the other side of the wall is the CVS.
Damn.
No te mueva, cabroncito.
But it was dope. We were right by the Hard Rock, where the Dolphins play. So like when we landed, the Dolphins were playing. The day before we left was the obliteration of FSU by Georgia.
Oh yeah.
So, but it was dope. I got the Miami Marlins park. It like sticks out because it is monstrous compared to like all the houses because it's in Little Havana. So
yeah.
Big. I was like, who the fuck plays there? When I was driving, didn't even think of the Marlins. I was like, I know it's not the Dolphins. I was like, I know it's not the Heat. And then my wife was like, oh, the Marlins play there.
Well, they don't think
that's all right. Even Miami fans forget about the Miami Marlins.
Yeah, they forget they have a team there.
And then it's not called the American Airlines, the Casilla Center. That's the name of the Miami Heat arena now. It's right there up on the waterfront. So
shit. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much all I had in this
Where's
segment.
the hat? Rez, come on.
I can't, man.
No. You got it. You only have a few more episodes left. We got to see that wonderful Sharks hat on.
My Sharks hat with a Cleveland Indians jersey.
Hey, Rez,
you
gotta get one of those big ass hats you be seeing them wear with your logo on.
Yeah.
Those hats are
yeah, they're 120. At least the Vikings one was 120.
Yeah, those hats are crazy priced.
Nah,
I can see that.
I can't fit that in my duffel store, my hat duffel.
Well, you just have to wear it, you know.
It's wear it right now.
Though, this is pretty.
Yeah.
And when you talked about the 30 like hat case, whatever, I was taking my daughter home, and I was flying out of Richmond, and there was a dude while we were going through TSA who literally had that. He was standing in line with a whole. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck is he doing in Vegas with like 80 hats?
If you need to carry that many hats for vacation, that's
well. Yeah. When I landed that weekend, they had Sneaker Con was going on.
He was probably selling or something, maybe.
Sneaker Con.
The thing that's crazy with that duffel storage is that like it has like literally like it has a strap, so you could literally wear it and carry it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's heavy. Like 30 hats in your fucking
standing in line, waiting to go through TSA with it on his hip, strapped across. Like
that's too much.
I sent a picture of it. I think the Mark. I was like, look at this shit.
Because like this thing right here, this is they have two versions of this. This is so for those of you who are wondering what this is actually a travel case. So it's a hard shell where you put your hat so they don't like get crushed. This can hold up to 6 hats, and then they have another one which can hold up to like 12 hats. But I'm like, yo, like 12 hats when you're traveling, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to say, I forget if one of my buddies who was here a few weeks ago from Cali, he's one of the hat guys, and I forget if he had a case like that or not. But every day he had a different hat on, from the Cali, from like the Kings to the Giants, Niners, you know, whatever. He just had a different California hat on. He's a huge like Niners, mainly like Niners and Kings. So he had a lot of Sacramento Kings stuff, but literally every day a different hat. And I'm like, okay, that's respect. He said, yeah, this is the main thing that was packed away. I wanted to make sure to get my hats in.
I like this because it's not that big.
Yeah.
It's small. It has a little handle. It's not heavy when you fill it up with 6 hats. Like the 12, like to me that's a bit excessive because you're probably switching. You're probably switching hats throughout the day if you're doing that.
Yeah.
Or at least a different hat a day.
6 days on vacation, like, yo, I'll take 6 days.
Yeah, it was but he was here for about close to 5 days. Him and his cousins, they came for the Eagles.
Oh, he had to be switching his hats out the other day.
Yeah, I think I took 4 different jerseys on vacation. So
yeah,
that used to be me with the shoes. Like I remember we went to Hawaii for my honeymoon. I brought I think it was like 6 pairs of shoes, and I'm like, most of the days I was wearing fucking sandals. Like what the hell? But it's hot in Hawaii. Like if you guys have been there, you know it's hot. Like
beautiful,
fucking hot. It's beautiful though. Hot. Do you guys have anything you want to bring to this topic before I start wrapping things up here? Anything at all you guys want to talk about? Reset or jerseys? Just an FYI, this is episode 97. There is going to be 3 more episodes once this episode is done. And it's crazy. Like I can't stress enough how long and how far we've come all as a group here to be, week after week after week, every Wednesday, with just this, like I was looking at all my lives. I was kind of trying to recap some things in preparation of the finale, and there is a lot of content that was discussed on all these lives. And I don't know where it's going to go once episode 100 is done. I don't know where the channel is going to go, but I definitely am optimistic with expanding and growing the channel a little bit more, taking it to bigger and greater heights. Having said all that, these lives, they wouldn't be what they are if you guys aren't on here. Point blank. Like, I can't even listen to myself for an hour and 48 minutes. I would probably lose my freaking mind. My hair would probably fall off. I probably would be like scratching, and who knows what I'd be doing. But, thank you guys again for all, doing this stuff and continuing, because these lives are going to be done really, really soon. So just for the timeline, episode 98 will be on the 10th. Episode 99 will be on the 17th. And I don't know if I'm going to do the finale immediately following that week. I haven't decided yet. I might take a week off.
Have a bye week. It's like the week before the Super Bowl. Have like a bye week and then that Super Bowl episode.
Now you got my speed,
I'm pretty sure.
You gotta be on the podium the week before, Rez, with the cameras interview.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta be, my in my hotel. I gotta have like my podium ready, post interviews.
I'm just scared so I don't get fined.
All right, Marshawn. But
sad thing is, I say this at work.
So I'm gonna go do probably a wrestling live and like a sneaker live. Maybe not next week, but probably the week after. And then also after that, we have pretty much an open live, and then the finale. So I hope you guys are there. If not, it's all good. Thank you guys for being a part of it. But I definitely have some fun things and interesting things to bring to episode 100 for the finale. So just FYI, is there a day besides a Wednesday that you guys would prefer or would be easier? Because I'm thinking of maybe doing it on a Saturday or on a weekend or something where everybody has time. I get it. It's tough because a lot of people are out on the weekends, but I think that would give time for people, because I get people that hit me up. They're like, man, I wanted to be part of your live, but it just Wednesdays doesn't work for me, But if it was like on the weekend or something, then I definitely would. But I want to give the opportunity for everybody to be able to hop on if they want to. So just let me know. We still have some weeks left. So.
By the way, my favorite live that I actually didn't take a part of, it was the last time we spoke about jerseys. You guys spoke about jerseys when they're spotting fakes. That live was awesome.
You know what's interesting about that? Shortly after that, I bought a fake.
Oh wow!
I got duped, and we just like had a literally educational 101 moment. For those of you who are wondering what jersey it was the 94 Barry Sanders, the Thanksgiving.
Hard to tell.
That's one you gotta get. You gotta be careful with. Get it.
So I thought I came up on a deal. I like literally got it for like $40, and then
too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
I think
I can't say that.
I think a moment that comes into my mind is when Adam kind of scared you into getting a jersey. Remember, Rez? He kept saying he was going to get it, and then you grabbed. He said, "If you don't get it,
that was
on eBay."
That was the Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
That was the
Herschel Walker. That's what it was. Yeah.
That'll probably be on the finale. That because there's definitely things on there. Fashion very.
I mean, you had like that moment where you're like, I really shouldn't get this, and Adam's like, if you don't get it, I'll get it. I'm gonna get it, and then you're like, oh no, I'll get it.
Yeah.
That was definitely a chain effect because like Snack showed it to me, and then Adam was like, if you don't buy it, I'm gonna buy it. It was on my list, and I was like, shit. And then,
Didn't like
So
Snack
basically, Adam and Snacks bullied you
send
into
it to
it.
you? Here
I
it
would
is.
have I would have never found it if Snacks didn't send me the link.
Yeah.
For some reason, you brought it up, and then I was like, "Oh shit, that's on my watch list." And then I sent you the link. And I was like, "If you don't buy it, I'm gonna send a link to Adam."
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Just that threat
God
of
damn.
Adam.
I still have it in my collection, but yeah, no, definitely.
That jersey's fire.
It is. I love that jersey. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again. If you missed this live, it'll be playable at the end. You can check this playback. And I do these lives every Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually I would say different topics every week. I do take requests, but we only have literally 3 episodes to go. So there's
So next Wednesday is the wrestling one?
Not next Wednesday. Let's see. I want to try and
I need to know when I can sleep in.
I mean, really, the only people that'll probably be on that live is probably going to be Uncle Lou and Adam and myself, and maybe GTC. But no, yeah, the wrestling live will probably be after week 18 for NFL because I wanna do it before postseason, and then obviously we got one more week of football, and then.
Is it week 18 this weekend?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh shit! You're right.
Yes,
Yeah.
So it is next week.
So
Yep, Slim and I are gonna be at Snowmageddon in the Meadowlands.
Snowmageddon.
We're gonna be like Nanook.
Well,
we're gonna be all bundled up in the.
Listen. There may be snow at MetLife Stadium, mighty fan, but don't get the urge to throw it towards the field.
No, I don't throw snow.
So I might. Okay,
maybe have been known to do that too.
Maybe I'll do it.
No,
next
94,
Wednesday.
95. I know 95. I think it was. 95.
I'll keep you guys. I'll give you guys posted. If I do the wrestling live next week, if not, then I'll do it the week after, which would be on the 17th. That would be episode 99 if I did it. But like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. And then Uncle Lou, Adam, if you guys are in here. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could join me on that wrestling live because I can't talk wrestling by myself for an hour. Like I just.
Hey man, listen.
I need different perspective. I need different perspective, and you guys definitely give different perspective because you guys are into like AEW and stuff like that.
I think out of the 3 of us, Adam and I are the only ones that don't exclusively watch WWE.
Yeah, I'm only WWE guys. I don't.
But all 3 don't agree on anything. That's the thing.
Exactly, which is why it creates dialogue and it creates
an hour-long live stream.
Exactly.
But Adam is always Adam is that guy that just like I know what Rez is talking about. Adam starts talking about some shit like some indie album that he found in a trunk that's like, oh, you gotta check this band out. They're so good. They're so awesome. Everybody's like, who the fuck are they? What are you talking about? He's talking about some wrestler that nobody ever heard of.
You know what's funny is that he sent me a message and he was like, yo, do you know who so-and-so is? I was like, I don't. And then he's like, sends me a picture. I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Literally right here.
That's like his favorite wrestler.
I was like, if it ain't John Cena, then I don't know who it is.
So who is it? Who did you mention?
It was
in some backyard in Oklahoma.
The Velveteen Dream. I don't know who Velveteen.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, that's WWE.
It's NXT. I don't watch NXT.
It's still under that umbrella. Come on.
I get it, but I don't watch NXT. I'm strictly
I don't even know the current wrestlers that are in WWE.
You know who? Do you know who Roman Reigns is? That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I remember they were in that corny group. They used to come out the crowd and beat people.
The Shield. Hey, whoa!
It was
you put some respect.
We're
Put
gonna
some
come
respect
out
on
the
the
crowd
Hounds of Justice.
and stomp you out and then leave. Like that's
I don't know. The only thing I don't like that wrestlers now use like regular names, but back in the day we had like Typhoon and all these like crazy Ultimate Warrior. Now we got Steve Slayton coming down and with Richard Hamilton and like what the fuck, yo?
Pat
There's no
McAfee
cool names anymore.
and Logan Paul.
Like
McAfee.
nobody has cool names.
No, he's special teams though.
Yeah, all the creative names
What's his
anymore in
finisher?
the lower level wrestling. That's where
The
they do all the names.
60-yard field goal. Like, which,
All right, guys. Well,
We're gonna talk
I
about
will. I will say that Wrestling Live for either next week or the week after, but I will keep you guys posted. Please like this live stream if you can. Subscribe to the channel, share this also, and stay tuned next Wednesday. We'll be back for episode 98. On that note, guys, thank you. Have a good night, and I'll see you hopefully next week.
Good night.
everybody.
Good night, guys.
Night.
Night.
Take care.